Day 2 of testimony in the 4th Calvin Harris murder trial has wrapped up in Schoharie County Court. WENY's Ross DiMattei was at the courthouse all day, joining us live now with the latest details on today's testimony. Ross.
You're on, Ross.
Good evening, Renata. Yeah, day 2 of testimony here in the 4th Calvin Harris murder trial has just wrapped up. The parties just leaving the courtroom actually for the weekend, but we still have plenty to digest from today's testimony. We heard from 3 different witnesses, Barbara Thayer this morning, but I really want to focus on the 2 from this afternoon, the first of which being Lisa Foyer. She's the former roommate of Michelle Harris. She remained friendly with Michelle Harris over the years, and actually she was supposed to meet with Michelle in New York City just 2 days after Michelle went missing on September 11th, and as you can imagine, that meeting never happened. But what's interesting was what they were meeting for. Michelle was actually heading to New York City to pawn her engagement ring from Cal Harris because she was so desperate for money at that time. That's something that the defense didn't dispute. What the defense did dispute was whether or not she was also trying to pawn other jewelry that Cal had given her over the years. She denied that claim. Fast forward to later on in the afternoon, we heard from state investigator Michael Myers. He's the first one to respond to the scene. He was sent to Cal Harris's car dealership to begin the investigation and tell Cal that he wanted to look further into Cal's house. He describes Cal Harris being very open to the investigation and being forthcoming with his financial records and disclosing marital status with Michelle Harris. And at that time, he described Cal telling him that they hadn't slept in the same bedroom for the past 10 months and so on and so forth. He then led investigator Myers back to his house where he described some interesting run-ins. We're going to have more on that coming up at 6 o'clock. Plus the name Stacy Stewart was mentioned. You might remember he is the Texas man who the defense has been trying to implicate in the murder of Michelle Harris for years. Hasn't been allowed to so far. We have more on that situation and the name Stacy Stewart, why you should get used to hearing that name, coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, reporting live at the Schoharie County Courthouse, Ross DiMattei, WENY News.